Everybody, welcome back. Thank you for clicking this video and welcome back to March Madness Day 17. Happy St. Patrick's Day to those who celebrate. Today I'm coming in with a Q&A video. These are actually questions that I stole, borrowed, took from John Heald's Facebook page. If you don't know who John Heald is, he is the brand ambassador for Carnival Cruise Line. And he has a very engaging Facebook page where he answers questions, talks to people, interacts with his fan base. And he always has random questions throughout his page. So I scrolled and just took some questions, some topics that they talked about. I thought it would be fun to answer them. You could play along with me by leaving your answers in the comments. I love to hear them. So let's get started. Number one, if you were offered a free cruise cabin on the Carnival Vista, which would you pick? A Havana cabin with the patio, a family harbor suite, a grand suite, or a Cloud 9 spa suite? I probably would pick the Cloud 9 spa suite, just because I know if you have a spa cabin, you can have access to different things in the spa. So I probably would pick that one. I've never had a spa cabin, so I would like to see what one's about. Number two is casino related. How do you decide which slot machine to play, and do you have a favorite? I have several favorites. That's usually how I decide what I want to play. I love overall Wheel of Fortune is my favorite. So if there's a Wheel of Fortune machine, I definitely want to play that one. I love the Buffalo game, Buffalo Gold, so I will play that one. But usually if I'm just randomly picking a machine, I think I like to go for something that has a bonus round, something that looks like it has a fun interactive bonus round. If I'm really trying to just play and I'm like, oh, I want better odds, then I will play just a old school machine, three reels, one line, or maybe a 5-line game. Those usually don't have a bonus, but the odds of winning are better than the odds of these newer machines with all the bells and whistles, because it's so hard to get a bonus round. It's so many lines, it's so many things, and you actually usually end up spending more money because some of those will go up to $40, $50, $100 spins, even though it's a penny machine. It's a trap. Have you ever had a banana split? Yes, I have. If you didn't know, in the main dining room, the banana splits are listed on the kids menu, but you can order it and it's very tasty. Do you play in the arcade? No, I've never played in the arcade on a cruise ship. If I'm gonna waste my money, it's gonna be in the casino where I might actually get some money back. I don't need a prize from the arcade. Next question is about trivia. It's a multiple choice question. When it comes to trivia, do you A, play as much as you can, B, play every now and then, or C, never play? I am A all the way. I love trivia. I play as much as I can. I usually do better with the TV show trivias or like TV theme songs, stuff like that. But I do like to play a lot of different trivias, whether I win or not. It's just always fun. And you get to learn some things you never knew, or you get to learn that you don't pay attention as much as you think you do because you're like, I should have known that, and you didn't. But I love to play trivia. Next question, do you go to the piano bar? Not usually, no. I used to go back a long time ago when you used to be able to smoke in the at the bar, in the piano bar, long time ago. And my husband used to smoke cigars, so he liked the piano bar because you could go have a drink, you could smoke a cigar. But then they changed all that. But I don't typically go to the piano bar. I need to do that one time because people seem to have so much fun in the piano bar. You can get requests done, and I think it's a little bit more intimate. So I think I'm gonna have to put that on my to-do list for my next Carnival cruise. Do you have a favorite Fun Squad member? No. I mean, they always are nice, and usually for the cruise, you find one that you're like, oh, that one's cool. Usually I like the ones that host the karaoke or host the trivia. Back in 2018 on the first Momcation, there was the cruise director who was actually a Fun Squad member, but I think the cruise director was sick. So he got to be the cruise director for that cruise that week, and he was fantastic. His name was BK, but I don't think he's with Carnival anymore. I haven't seen him since then. It's almost like he didn't really exist, but he was great. But that's honestly, like, I don't have a favorite one now. What's your favorite time to eat dinner on a cruise? I like to stick to the 6 o'clock dining time as much as possible, just because I feel like it gives me enough time in the day to do what I want to do, and then it opens up a good time at night. I don't like the 8 o'clock dinner because I feel like by the time you're done dinner, it's 10 o'clock and you just want to go to bed. I've done the Your Time dining a few times, which is okay, but I do like to have a set dinner time, so I'll go with 6 o'clock. Favorite alchemy bartender? I don't have a favorite. I don't have a favorite bartender. My favorite alchemy bar drink is 40 is the new 20. But they all taste the same, so no, I don't have a favorite bartender. What's your favorite time of day on board? I think my favorite time of day is that mid-morning, where it's like you've laid around in your bed for a little bit, now you're about to get up and usually like go get some breakfast, that type of thing, and then figure out what you're going to do for the day. So having breakfast, or sitting up on the Lido, just checking the Hub app to see what activities I want to do for the day and start hearting some stuff. So that, I don't mean early morning because I'm not trying to get up too early. So probably somewhere between 9:30 and 11 is my favorite time. Favorite maitre d'? Don't have one. I couldn't even tell you any maitre d' I've ever come across. Have you ever been to a Facebook group or cruise critic group meetup? Yes, I have. So many times. It's wonderful. I love to join the Facebook group for the sailing that I'm on. Great chance to get to know people before the cruise and get to join stuff. I'm a joiner. I love to join stuff. So they're having a meet and greet. I definitely want to go. But also sometimes they do, and I myself will host a bar crawl or a slot pull if nobody's already doing it. On your last cruise, how much did you tip the embarkation day porters? I don't know, probably $2 or $3, whatever cash I had on me. Do you watch the big screen movies? Sometimes. It depends on what's going on at the time and on what the movie is. But I have watched them before. I do like to get the popcorn, grab a blanket, and sit there. So that's nice, especially if they have a movie that I haven't seen already in the theater. So it's nice to be able to see it for the first time. Favorite cabin you've ever had on a Carnival cruise? Cabin number, ship, and the reason why. I don't know the cabin number, but I do know it was on the Liberty in 2021, and I believe it was 21. And the reason I loved it is because I was cruising solo. I had the cabin to myself. It was an ocean view, but I think it was at the back of the ship, but it was like an extended ocean view. I had the cruise pick they picked my cabin for me because it was a casino deal that I had. It had 2 windows, and it had this long little walkway to get to the cabin. So it was like a little walkway. It was nice. It was pretty long. Then the bed sat on the left side, and the bathroom went down towards the left. It was so much space just for me. It was the best cabin I ever had. It was so comfortable. It was in a good location, and that was the first time I ever had a cabin that had 2 windows. So I was like, oh, this is really nice. If you had to drive, what is the closest port to you? That would be the port of Baltimore. I live in Delaware, so Baltimore is just an hour drive to the port. Do you ever ask your room steward for buckets of ice? I don't think I ever have. No, I can't recall. I did ask for some hot water one time when I was illegally making jello shots, but I've never asked for a bucket of ice. You ever ask for and wear robes in your cabin? One time I had a robe. I think they used to standardly give you robes, because I've never had a spa cabin, which I think now if you get a spa cabin, they automatically give you robes. But I remember my anniversary cruise, so that would have been in like 2013 maybe, or 14. There was a robe in the cabin, and I remember wearing it because I had a picture a picture of me wearing the robe on the balcony. So I think that was the only time. What's your favorite food on the menu in the dining room for dinner? You know what? I really love the beef. What do you call it? Is it the short ribs, the prime ribs? It's usually on the first night. Why can't I think of what it's called? But it's the beef, and it usually comes with mashed potatoes and some vegetables. It's always so good. If it's on a menu, I always have to get it. But this new menu, when we went on the Thanksgiving cruise, the catfish that they had and macaroni and cheese, that was the first time I ever had it. That could easily be my favorite if I see it on the menu again, because it was so good. When you're at the buffet and you're going back for more, do you always take a new plate? Yes. I always take a new plate to the buffet, because usually the one I got is messy and full of crap anyway. But yes, common courtesy, always get a new plate. Do you use the bathroom towels more than once? I will use the big towels to dry off. I'll use those more than once. Not the washcloths. Those are those are one and done. But the big towel, sure. I'll conserve energy, save some water, and I'll use it more than once. Do you set an alarm on sea days to wake up at a certain time? I do not. No. I was about to say if I was really something I wanted to do, but I usually don't sleep late. I'm always awake, but I do like to, lounge around a little bit. Sometimes I do like to go to the morning trivia, or when they have the sea day crafts and stuff. They usually start at 9 o'clock, but I figure 9 o'clock is still late to be still laying in the bed. So, but I am not going to get up no earlier than that. You still use hand sanitizer on your cruise? I do. I keep hand sanitizer in my bag. I won't use it right before I'm eating. Like on a lot of the cruises, when you're walking into the thing, they want you to, hand sanitize or whatever. But I try to wash my hands right before I go to eat. I don't want hand sanitizer on my hands right before I'm going to eat, because, I'm by nature, I'm a finger licker or picking up something to eat it. I don't want to taste alcohol when I'm eating. So I'll make sure my hands are clean, but I don't want to sanitize right before I eat. But throughout the cruise, yes, if I have my backpack or whatever, there's always a bottle close by. Do you keep your luggage tags on your cruise, on your bags throughout the cruise? Usually once I get in the cabin, I'll unpack and then I toss my suitcase in the closet. I will take the luggage tag off before I get off the ship, just to throw it in the trash, but I don't think I take it off right away, because the suitcase always goes directly into the closet for the rest of the trip. On your last cruise, did you order room service? No, my last cruise was a 3-day. I didn't order room service. I did back in November, but not this very last one, no. Have you ever, or would you ever cruise with your parents? Yes, I have cruised with my parents several times. We always have a great time. It's hard out here trying to keep up with these old folks, though. Have you sailed to Bonaire, and what did you do there? Yes, I've been to Bonaire one time on a reposition cruise. We didn't do anything there. We walked around the port area, talked to some local people, did some shopping, that type of thing. But we didn't do any excursions or anything. I remember we met a man, and he was a local tequila maker. It was either tequila or rum. But I remember we sat there and talked to him for a while about his business and bought some liquor from him, got something to eat, and just walked around. And the last question, have you booked a 2025 cruise yet? No, I have not physically booked it yet, but I have 3 cruises to do in 2025. I will be on the Love and Football Super Bowl cruise hosted by my wonderful friend Veronica, Life with V. Super Bowl weekend on the Carnival Glory. Hit her up if you want to join her cruise. I will also be on, the plan is to be on Kaya TV, her 40th birthday cruise on the Carnival Mardi Gras, which I'm excited about because I've never been on the Mardi Gras. And that is in August of 2025. You can also hit up Life with V for that because I do believe she is the group travel agent for Kaya's cruise. And then I have, I don't know what ship or whatever, but my good friend Jocelyn is renewing her vows next year in October. So I'll be on that cruise. And then there might be a couple other ones sprinkled in. I just haven't figured those out yet. But I know when I do, I will let you know. There you have it, some random questions posted by John Hill. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to come back tomorrow for more March Madness. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you are not yet subscribed. Bye.